Well, hello there, everyone. How you doing today? Today is Friday, November the 29th here, 2024. Yep, time's flying by. This year's counting down to the end. Got any plans for New Year's Eve? If you do, stay safe in all you do. Anyway, I am Mazske Finance. And remember, investing is extremely important. However, it's not the most important thing for any of you. Okay? Keep that in mind. Investing is not the most important thing in your life. You may hear that otherwise from other YouTubers, perhaps, but it's not the most important thing. Okay? Why am I saying that? Because I'm the guy who's financially independent. Remember, I'm the guy who wanted to go from 0 to 25 rentals in 4 years. And then I branched out into alternative investments. So why would I say investing is not the most important thing in life? Because it's not. Excuse me. Got some green tea here, sipping on like I do every day. So anyway, the reason I'm saying that is life passes by quickly. For some of us, life is shorter than for others of us. Why am I saying that? I'll give you some examples. I was active duty in the United States Navy for almost 10 years, then I went into the reserves and retired from the reserves. Okay. While in the Navy, I believe at every single duty station I had, somebody died. Somebody young, in their 20s, maybe in their 30s. Okay. Now, just here, since I've been living in Panama, on this beach community I'm in, probably since I've been here about a year and 3 months, there's been maybe half a dozen people that have drowned in this ocean out here. I live on the Pacific Ocean. And then just yesterday, there were people on the beach yesterday. A gentleman was from Venezuela, I've been told, and he was down. Let's see. See where those rocks are down there stick out? He was somewhere there. There's a river that comes out it starts in the mountains and comes down and goes up with the ocean. So you got that current from the river. Some days it's stronger than others. Some days in dry season it'll dry up. It won't come across the beach. But today, as a lot of days, there's a small river cut through the sand out to the ocean. Okay? So he was somewhere, I don't know exactly where, in that river, on the rocks, had the water current coming down, the waves coming in, it was high tide, and for whatever reason, a wave hit him, he lost his balance somehow, and got pulled out to the water. So anyway, if you look down the beach right now, you can probably see it better than I can. There's an ATV driving there. You might see some orange shirts. You might see in the water there. I can't see it in this reflection, but if I turn my head, I see it. There's a boat out there, a gentleman in orange shirts. There's probably been about 20 folks out here today. They started yesterday and searching because the gentleman's body still has not surfaced. Remember, that's the Pacific Ocean out there. I believe you could go across the ocean to the country of China. That's a big body of water. Okay? So anyway, why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because in life, all throughout life, things happen. You may know someone that died from getting COVID. You may know someone that's been killed in a car accident. When I was a teenager, a friend of mine was killed in a car accident. Some of my siblings, when they were students in school, I think one of my sisters, she lost 2 classmates, both in elementary school, I think. So they're kids. Accidents. One was, I think, cutting grass, caught on fire when they dumped gas, spilled it on a hot engine. Another one was, I think, on a horse and got thrown off into a tree or something like that. Life throws us curveballs. Remember, I'm a baseball fan. Life throws us curveballs. And with that being said, there are those of you listening to this that may live to be 110 years old. And there are others of you listening to this that may say, Mazke's right. I lost such and such. Like I lost my mom when she was 55 years old. Right? Things happen. All right? So with that being said, cherish every day. Do invest. You must invest to plan for your future. Because statistically, you will make it to become a senior citizen. You will make it to your 50s, your 40s, your 30s. And by investing, perhaps in your 30s, perhaps in your 40s, perhaps by age 50, maybe you are financially independent, where If you don't want to work a job, you don't have to. You may want to volunteer. Maybe you love your job and you keep working it, but you don't need it for the money. And if you don't need the money because you have the income coming in, it's like a burden has been lifted off your shoulders. You don't have to worry about it, right? You don't have to work a job. You don't have to worry about setting that alarm clock. I have not set an alarm clock much at all for over 7 years now. When I retired from the police department at age 50, I was like 50 years old in 6 months. And I think those rescue guys were on a break out there. It's the middle of the day now, they're getting hot. But they're back out. There's 2 boats and 2 jet skis out there. There's 1 ATV on the beach, and there's folks walking on the beach. All right. So anyway, for that, I digress. I lose track of thought. So anyway, with investing, alarm clocks, do you set an alarm clock to get up in the morning? Probably you do. I'm at the stage of my life now, I routinely wake up at 6 a.m., 6:30, 7, 5:30 a.m. I don't set an alarm clock. Now, I have set alarm clocks in the past 7 years or so, like maybe I have an appointment at 8 a.m. and I know I want to get up at 5 a.m. because I got to take a shower, or maybe I got to drive somewhere, or whatever it might be. So I have set a clock. Usually it's my phone nowadays. But then I don't have to, say 95% of the time. Okay, so that's a good feeling to have. And at the same time, I've been more relaxed since I've retired than I ever was when I worked. Sure, there's been times I've stressed about something, some rental house, and tenant I got to evict, or they just trashed it out and I got to spend $20,000 to rehab it. Sure, I've stressed about stuff like that. Sure, there's been folks out there that take me the wrong way because sometimes I'm blunt, and then when I'm stressed, I'm more blunt. Maybe people, we now live in a kinder, gentler society. Sometimes people have thin skin and they're not used to it. I grew up in the countryside. I grew up hunting and fishing, and I was in the Navy, and I saw conflict while I was in the Navy, and I was a cop for 20 years. I saw a lot of stuff in life, so my skin's kind of thick. So it takes a lot to rub me the wrong way. Like if one of you tells me I'm a jerk, okay. You tell me it to me multiple times, okay, well, I don't want to talk to you anymore then. But, if you tell it to me once because you're pissed off at something, man, I can let it slide. No big deal. Things happen. We all say things we regret after we say them, don't we? So again, don't make investing your number one priority in life. What do you make number one priority in life? We're all different. We're all different. Maybe you have a partner. Maybe they're number one in your life. Maybe you have children, and your partner and your children are tied for number one in your life. Maybe it's your spiritual belief is number one in your life. Maybe it's your physical fitness is number one in your life. Whatever it may be, we're all individual. But investing needs to be up there. Top 3, top 5, top 2. Again, we're all different. You put it where you want it to put it, but definitely have investing on your list. Because if you don't invest, you want to work 40 years and retire at 40% of your pay? You want to work 40 years? Will Social Security still be there for you? You want to work 40 years and have your money in your 401k, and maybe by 40 years they don't have 401ks anymore? Or maybe the stock market has crashed or was stagnant for 30 years out of that 40, and even though you put money in, it never went up. It just flatlined with only your deposits. It didn't make any money, or maybe it lost money. Or do you want to learn how to invest, grow your wealth, exponentially grow your wealth, keep growing your wealth, start having income come in without having to work for it, invest that income coming in after you save up some cash reserves to buy more investments, which means you get more cash coming in, which means you buy more investments. And then at such a point in time that you alone can decide, with maybe guidance from somebody else, you pull the plug, cut the cable, stop working, and start relaxing. Now, while doing that, stay safe in all you do. I've talked about this a lot. Stay safe in all you do. Wear your seatbelt. If you ride a motorcycle, wear a helmet. Don't be like all these people in Florida that say it's too hot to wear a helmet. I drove a motorcycle down here in the country of Panama for 2.5 years. I had to wear a helmet. It was required here in Panama. I wore long sleeves, long pants, boots, and gloves every single time on that bike. It's hot. So what? Suck it up. People in Florida be like, oh, I need the freedom, the air in my hair. Yeah. When you hit the ground, that pavement, they say, oh, motorcycle won't save my life. Or helmet won't save my life. Yeah. What about if you stopped at a red light and a car bumps into you from behind, knocks you off. You're not going fast, they're not going fast, but it knocks you off. You don't have a helmet, you hit your head on the road. Maybe you got brain damage, traumatic brain damage. Just stay safe. Live healthy. Eat healthy. Exercise. And invest. And with that being said, have a great day. Mazske signing out.